Hold up. You go ahead.
What's up?
Um, no, I'm already put that on my post.
Oh, okay.
What it say, ladies? If what?
If you claim to need a man that can handle you, you probably don't bring that much peace. That's serious. Like you said, that's a powerful statement, and it's coming from a woman. So
If you claim to need a man that can handle you,
you probably don't bring much peace. That's fucking crazy, bro.
who said that?
Her name is, I want to say Dr. Kim.
Coming from a, I'm gonna just put what's her name?
Hold on, I'm ready to tell you. Her name is the real Kim. Hold on, I'm ready to do something real quick. Talk Kim. Because I followed her on Twitter after I read that shit. I just want to see. But where we at? We got 5 and then now y'all in the room. We waiting for a couple more.
What's up, everybody?
All right. We got some people with us. What's good, everybody? We in here right now. All right. So this is the too hot to handle conversation. Too hot to handle. Now, somebody had posted a post on Facebook today. I was able to put it in the group. Y'all can see this the background. It's part of the background for tonight. And Ashley, what's going on? Tawana, what's good? So, what the post said is, ladies,
Let's wait for a minute to talk about that one.
no, wait,
See if
all
we
right,
get some more people on that joint.
bet.
I
Hey,
want to hear
yo,
what motherfuckers
did
got
you
to
ever
say.
watch Top? Did you ever watch Top Boy on Netflix?
No, I started. That shit was ever to get started.
That shit fire. They back though. They got another season. So if y'all was watching Top Boy on Netflix, they got another season back.
That's another thing I wanted. I wanted to see if they was gonna do another season of it. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out because
Yo,
it just took
and
forever.
Drake and Future is the executive producers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So they the executive producers on that joint. Somebody said they watching it now. It's too slow.
Warner. It is. It was so slow. It took forever. The first season just started
I
being
think
dry.
I think it's because they British too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it just like I always say, like when if I can't sleep at night, I turn on a movie that got British accents. I go right to sleep, yo. I can go right. I've never watched a whole Harry Potter movie without falling asleep. The accents put me to sleep, yo.
Tammy, what's up, sister?
The accents. But I
I know a lot of people say that shit fire though.
it is though. It's dope. Who is that with the capital letter Hey?
Tammy.
What's going on, Tammy? Hey, for those of y'all, I don't know, we haven't said in a long time, but your names will show up on the screen like this. I see this Tawana. You said that was Tawana, right?
Yeah.
And Tammy. Y'all jump out. If y'all can jump out of the live and give StreamYard permission to use your name, then when you pop back in, we'll have your name up. Who's that?
Tammy, we're gonna discuss. It's this chick. She said, ladies, if you're looking for a man that can handle you, you probably don't bring much peace. That's a solid statement. They don't have to do that every time, right? Once they get permission.
I don't think so.
I thought it was straight.
After a while, because of security issues, if you have to, you know what I mean? Like, it just make you ask for. Yeah, see, Ashley said no. Ashley always pop up. And it might depend, too, on where you watching it from. Like, if you normally watch it from when I share it, or you watch it from when Mikey share it, it might pop up. If you watching it from when Mikey sharing it, it might pop up there.
You remember all that shit we was talking about Kanye, right? That's why
he can see. Mikey can see y'all names and I can't because y'all must be on his live, so that's good. What you say? What, Joe?
Remember we was talking all that stuff about Kanye? Kanye suspended from performing at the awards. Yeah. He ruining himself, bro. He's sending out death threats. Somebody representing him. I can't say they representing him, but somebody walked up to DL Hughley talking about, you better apologize to Kanye.
Oh yeah, it's a rapper. I forgot who he was.
Yeah, but he just took a picture of him, like he pulled up on him, but he ain't show no video.
Like, at the end of the day, you're never gonna win an argument with a comedian.
Right. They'd be tripping
because they're comedians. They can find a joke in any fucking thing. I get that he want his family back, but obviously he didn't pay attention because we've been telling him for years, leave them Kardashians alone. They was telling him, leave them Kardashians alone. You saw what they did to Reggie Bush. You saw what they did to Lamar Odom. You saw what they did to the other white boy. Come on, man. Like,
that's what I don't get about Hollywood.
They made an Olympic champion turn into a woman.
That's what I don't get about Hollywood. This real talk. And I ain't gonna just say the Kardashians. I'm gonna say anybody. They be geeking over the same freak. I mean, one time it was like 6 different people went on the red carpet with Halle Berry. I'm like, yeah, Halle Berry fine, but everybody that kept running through her. Like, I ain't gonna red carpet her. I would smash her, but I wouldn't keep being on the red carpet with her. It's like, that shit crazy to me.
To me, I'm like this. Like, it's women that's in how. I mean, no woman should be cheated on ever. I don't feel like a woman or a man should be cheated on if they're in a relationship. But I feel like it's some women in Hollywood that you ain't no way in hell unless it might be an issue.
It always is.
We could say J-Lo. Been married numerous times. They say she got an infinity gauntlet of wedding rings.
Right. That shit crazy. But like, why would you want to keep marrying somebody that already been ran through?
But they say she the dumpy though. They say she the dumper though. They say when she done,
that's even worse.
Yeah.
My thing is, like, I get it, but she fine. But if you got all these different men in and out, me personally, the first thing I'm gonna think is something wrong with you. I'm gonna think you crazy. You ain't got no peace with you, and I can't deal with you. Like there's no way. I mean, like I said, to smash her if I'm single and we in there, yeah. But I ain't gonna sit up there and wife you or keep having you on the red carpet after you've been on the red carpet with 10 other dudes.
And ladies, we want y'all to chime in, please. Please chime in, ladies.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Go ahead. No, I get what you're saying, though, because ultimately, you don't think that someone like a Halle Berry would be cheated on. Like when I heard Jermaine Dupri cheated on Janet Jackson, I said, "Oh, this nigga's out of his mind. He is out of his mind. It is no way in hell that you cheat on a Janet Jackson. No way." And they said it was his fault. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said it was his fault. Ladies, I'm going to ask y'all that's on here. Everybody that's watching. Ashley, Tammy. Do you believe okay, Ashley, I see that. If Beyonce cheated, it's over for. All right, I want to ask this. Would there be a reason that a person would cheat and you might be like, you know what, I get it? Is there any situation like that could happen and you'd be like, oh, he cheated on her, but oh, okay, no, I see why he cheated on her. Have you ever done that? Have you ever said, oh, baby, I see why he cheated on her? You said your attitude. That's what did it. Taya, what up? You said it was your attitude. No balance in the relationship. Respect.
My bad.
I can respect. I can understand that. Oh no, you good, yo. I was just asking the ladies, like, is it ever a situation where a dude is cheated on a female and they was like, you know what? I see why he did.
Most of they be thinking that they good because
somebody
they got jobs.
No. You said no, we could never say that from the outside. Grapes, what up, Grapes?
What up, family? A lot of people be thinking that they make good mates because they got a job, got a car and their own place and everything. But they don't bring peace to nobody's life. Nobody don't want to keep hearing about, how all right, we know you're a successful woman. That's cool. But to me, keep on saying, I don't need no man, or I ain't need no man to get where I am. That shit is a turn off to me. I don't know. Like, keep talking about men. We saying like, men intimidated by successful women. Nah, don't nobody feel like keep hearing that shit though. All right, you got your kudos. Here's your hand clap. All right, the fuck out of here. Like, you ain't do nothing nobody else surviving ain't do. But just because you a woman, especially black women, say this shit all the time. Shit, this to me is just, when did that shit get played out?
You said speaking on the nuances of becoming, like, building themselves up without having a man in their corner.
I get that.
Is it the constant reminders that it is, or is it the attitude behind it when it's said?
It's the attitude behind it. Go with it. It's like a new personality now. It's like,
okay.
What did you do? What did you do? What you did, I get it. I mean, you deserve to be happy about that shit. But happy enough to just keep on talking about how much you don't need a man. Like, and to be honest with you, I might be wrong, but I never hear other races that way. And I was reading this stuff, and the lady was saying, and she got a lot of heat for this. She was saying that is one of the ways that divided the black family, because during the civil rights, during the civil rights and everything, you know, women left the civil rights and started fighting for women's rights when they ain't even have, you ain't had no rights really as this being black people. So how you gonna jump to something else? And it hurt the civil rights movement because we lost our women. You just get
Yeah,
so ticking. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm just tired of that shit.
I can respect that. And I see right here, I posted it. Tammy said, no, no, no. A woman that exudes confidence don't have to go around saying. Tawana
I
said,
would.
I
I
love.
would.
Tawana said she loved building together. Ashley said, let me see, I'll never belittle my partner because of my success.
That's all it's doing.
I don't know who this is that said attitude, but somebody said attitude.
John.
Oh, that was grapes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we enter the subject of the woman who needs to be able to have a man that can handle her. When y'all hear that, ladies, when you hear a woman say that,
This is right out front.
I'll start right off and say, I'll tell you what I think. When I hear a woman say, I need a man that can handle me,
But they kept on. She kept trying to get up on things. Like,
all I really need to hear is like another 5-10 minutes of conversation from her, and I can understand why she said it. Because a lot of times, you have some women, they have a reason to say that, and I get it. They have a reason to say that and speak on it, and I get that. And because it might have came from an abusive relationship, it may have came from a nigga just wasn't shit. Like, so I get it sometimes. Now, if the attitude behind it is, I don't need a nigga for nothing, that's why I did it by myself, then I'm like, all right, okay, cool. I know then at that point, certain part of that conversation we don't have to have no more. We don't even have to go through that conversation because I already know where your mind at with it. But like I said, at the end of the day, so what I mean, we said it's the attitude though, and it is, because it ain't nothing worse than I don't need niggas for shit ass woman. And I mean, ultimately, if that's how you choose to live your life where you don't need a man in it in order to make it fulfilled, I can respect that. But I'm not gonna sit and listen to you constantly tell me that you don't need a man. That's like the motherfuckers you be talking to and they constantly making it known that they're real. I'm a real motherfucker. I'm real with my shit. I keep shit real. Like, alright, why do you feel the need to tell me that? And that's what I say too, because I've had coworkers. Okay, you don't need a yes man or a yes woman. But that would be a little bit better to say. I don't need a yes man. You know what I mean? Like, but to say, like I said, just to say I don't need a man, and keep making it known you don't need one. Like at the end, so where does the conversation go after that? Okay, you don't need a man for shit. So now what? Now what do you talk about?
The same people that always. Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, what do you have to talk about that's interesting at that point? After you've made that known and obvious, what is it that you have now to speak on? What are you going to tell me that's going to make me say, oh, I still want to talk to this? Like, I still want to just have a conversation with this person.
Man, the same people that you see always talking that trash be the same ones that been in like 10 to 15 different relationships in your life. I never understood how people always get in relationships, break up, and get in another relationship break up, get in another relationship, and then swear they hate love, or swear men ain't shit, or swear women ain't shit. The crazy thing is, you claim love so easy. I don't know how you think. I don't know how you think you were falling in love so easy after you sit up there and say, I was with this person and found out they wasn't who I thought they were. Then you go get in another relationship and you keep finding out somebody not who they are because you keep jumping into relationships. You're making it real easy. So I don't get none of that crap. And I definitely don't get like, I'm so sick and tired of hearing females talking about I don't need a man. A man don't need you. Like, you think you can buy the little rose joint and use that to get yourself off? Men can do the same thing. It's so easy to go get another shot of ass. It's just like, I don't get the whole we don't need each other thing. If you don't need me, don't be with me. I don't need nobody. I want people in my life because I found out that I can survive by myself. But I want somebody in my life. But as far as need, if you ain't Jesus Christ, I don't need you. I don't need nobody. I'm serious. People be pissing me the fuck off. Like, I'm pissed off right now to like right before we came on the air. I'm so pissed off that I was ready not even be on this thing today. But the whole I got some shit. I'm pissed off. But I'm not gonna stop doing what I like to do because something pissed me off. I'm still doing me. I'm Mikey. I ain't even gonna carry it like that.
Right.
The whole like people just keep on going through life and getting with people and then saying stuff. You tearing people down every time you sit up there. You keep on talking about your successful ways. All right, why you gotta keep on that? If I'm your man, I'm not your biggest competitor. I don't want to be compared to what you do. If you making more money than me, that don't mean, and I'm speaking on my half. If you making more money than me, that don't mean you hustling harder than me. I'm a hustler for life. But maybe you got your paper right. But that shit's so annoying to me. I hear it so much because I watch all these podcasts. I don't watch TV as much as I used to. I watch I watch TV, but not much as I used to. I do a lot of being on watching live stuff from people, watching videos of women coming on here swearing they giving men advice how to keep a good woman. And all you saying to me is I gotta be a slave to you to keep you. I gotta have my mind set on everything you want me to be having set on to make you happy. And if I gotta keep doing that, what I need to be with you for? When I look in the mirror, I can't see myself.
Real shit.
That shit it don't sound good to me.
Real shit. If you doing everything to make her happy, what's making you happy?
I hate the happy life. Happy life thing.
Nah, nigga, happy spouse, happy house over here.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we ain't even doing that.
I hate that shit.
Tammy said, then that person ain't for you. That's true. That's true. But like, so is that what it is? Do women get in relationships to compete with that dude?
Yes. They have no other way.
You think that's what it is for real?
They're gonna say no because they don't see their ways. They never see anything wrong with what they're doing. If you put them in check for the way that they're acting, they start acting like you bitching about everything. They start acting like you bitching about every fucking thing they do. Nah, you fucked up. Just like I got fucked up ways, but you can't see your fucked up ways. You see mine, but you can't see yourself. So everything I do wrong is because I'm a dog. And then when I put you in your place and tell you you can't do certain things or you can't keep acting certain ways or stop. For a prime example, most of the time when women get mad at shit, they won't cook for you. They won't keep shit straight in the house like they're supposed to do. But you as a man, you come in that bitch and we still pissed off, but I'm still gonna cook food for you. I'm gonna still do my part as a man. I might eat next to you and don't say a damn thing to you. But you don't stop the daily routine because you act like an ass, or because both of us acting like an ass. You know what I mean? If both of us acting like an ass, we still supposed to go on dates. If date night was that night, and me and you was pissed off at each other, sit across the table from me and shut the hell up, because it might be your turn to pay for dinner. You feel me? Or even if I got paid for it, you supposed to feel the same way. We're not supposed to stop date night, because date night is something that keep us straight.
Well,
that shit just so annoying to me. Like, we act like children.
For me, I've come to the decision that if me and Kamala arguing, or if it's something we disagreeing on, it took me a long time. I'm gonna say this: it took me a long time to understand when a person is mad, they're gonna say shit that a mad person would say to you, and you can't take that shit to heart because they saying that shit in the heat of anger and they pissed off. She said, "Wait a minute, what you mean we won't keep stuff straight in the house like we supposed?" I don't think that, he's saying you the only person that's supposed to do that. I just, just doing your part. Like if you do the laundry, if you normally do the laundry, you get mad at me, but you don't do my laundry, like that type of shit.
Right, that's the shit I'm talking about.
You do the kid. I did that one time. Okay, me and Kamala, we was going to Florida. We was taking the kids to Florida, and the night before we got into it, and she pissed me off, and I did pack everybody's shit except for hers. I did do that shit. I was petty with that shit. I did do that. I packed everybody's clothes.
See, I don't agree with that. I would have think you deserve to get cussed out.
Who, me?
Yeah.
She understood though.
No, you broke the routine.
Yeah, right. I did. I was being petty as a motherfucker. I did. I did. I did. I was being petty. You know what I mean? But I had to learn that, like I said, when you having an argument, like some shit gonna get, like, nobody has a peaceful argument. And it took me a second to get that wrapped around my mind. But like we came to an agreement that we don't, like, we gotta
You see what Tammy said? I ain't mean to cut you off.
Now
Tammy
that's
and
petty. Now that's petty. That's true.
Come on, somebody come on here with us, man.
Hey, y'all come on here with us, yo. Come on, man. Let me talk, and I'm gonna send you the link. No, Grapes. We were just saying, like, when you get into it with your woman, and like Mikey was saying, like, she don't do stuff around the house normally that she do. So I was like, she wash everybody's clothes except for yours. So that's what we was talking about. There he go. Always motherfucker with a big head. Always make conversation about somebody's forehead. When they got a 7 head.
Yeah.
This big. Look, Larry's in the building. Hold on. Everybody, if you just felt the earth shake, Larry just moved his head around. So when he turned his head to the left, it's gonna be high tide tomorrow. That nigga's head attracts gravity like the moon. Swole head, motherfucker. But nah.
I still expect shit to be the same way, bro. I don't give a fuck if you mad at me or not. We still gotta keep shit straight. Cause I remember one time, motherfucker, we got in a little beef with somebody I was with before. She cooked my fucking dinner and didn't cook for me. When I cook, I'm gonna cook for you. I usually fix your plate for you and everything. Put your food on the plate, whatever. Set it out there for you and everything.
Absolutely.
She cooked that shit and they ain't cooked me none. Or you think I ain't take that plate and threw that whole bitch in the trash and then cook some more food for us and ate? I did.
That's petty.
I ain't for that shit. Nah, you ain't gonna treat me like that. I'll be pissed the fuck off. Because I don't think...
I threw the food away and cooked some more.
Yeah, I did. I made something for both of us. I'm serious. I don't like that shit.
We don't do that. Like we don't like usually. Like by the time we go through whatever we just on some, and it'll be some like we'll say some dumb shit. Oh, you ain't talking to me. Oh, this what it is now. We're gonna sit here quiet.
Oh girl,
Then
gave me a
said,
shit
I'm not
pie.
eating from nobody that's mad with me. But
Remember the
nah,
girl?
like, I mean that's one of those things that come along with being married though, man. Like you don't like sometimes you might say some shit. I'm like, nah. Yeah, I might do need sleep downstairs.
Nah, fuck that.
You know what I mean? Look, man, my couch comfortable.
I ain't able to do it.
My couch comfortable as a motherfucker.
There's no way that if I don't make a mistake and fall asleep on the couch, that just because we have an argument, I'm sleeping on the fucking couch. You are out of your mind. We both pay bills up in that house. You kiss my ass. I'm sleeping in the bed. If you decide you want to take your ass downstairs or in the other room, that's on you. But Mikey is sleeping in the bed. I don't give a fuck how mad you are. You must be out your motherfucking mind. And most likely we didn't pay for the bed.
I get it.
But
sometimes, like I like sometimes you don't want. Sometimes that'll make you go wrong because you're not gonna allow it.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
That's cool. I get that too. That's Erica. I get that. And I respect that. That's dope. But like everybody got differences.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times it ain't even necessarily to just sleep on the couch, but it's just to go and be somewhere else, just to let some little air and space. You know what I mean? And then you go back to whatever.
Put some pillows between us.
Usually be back in the bed by the morning.
You want some space? Put some pillows between us. There's no way.
Yeah,
I be saying, dude.
And that's what you end up doing, getting in the bed and just turning over and turning your back to him.
I actually thought.
Look, man. I'm gonna tell you, I like my wife. My wife's soft, so like usually before the night over, I'm turned over and we spooned up, son. Like honestly, I'm at a point, like I don't want my kids to hear me fuss at their mother, and I don't want them to hear their mother fuss at me. I don't want my kids to hear me and my wife at odds, because kids take in certain shit about love and respect. And when they're a certain age, they blur the lines a lot. And they think that love, that's why you have some young girls that'll be with a dude that's whooping her ass because she think he love her because she doing that shit. You know what I mean? Because he hitting her. You know what I mean? Like, and that was something I did say, I don't want to have my kids seeing that. I don't want my kids to think that, yeah, you just got to argue and get the shit out. Nah. And I apologized to him. You know what I mean? Like I did. I apologized to him, and I told him, I said, I have to apologize to you. And they said, well, for what, Dad? I said, for you not having to, for you having to hear me and your mom fuss. Because certain things you're just not supposed to have to worry about as a kid hearing.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? So I do my best to be the best dad I can as far as that goes. And don't get me wrong, like it ain't like we in this bitch like Mr. and Miss Smith hiding around the corner with guns shooting at each other, fight, or that we fussing no, not at all. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that at all. But there have been times where you fussing and shit get a little heated. And you arguing, not physically, but verbally. And you arguing and a door gets slammed or this, that, or whatever, and you're not thinking about the kids because you're so pissed off. And then when you calm down and you thinking about it again, and your kids are standing there looking at you like, fuck, they heard me say all that dumbass shit. You know what I mean? So like that plays a big part for me. And like I said, I told her, like we talked about it, and I said, yo, this year, like we're not doing this, yo. Like I'm not arguing with you. Like if we don't agree on something, we just don't agree on something, and we can say we don't agree and keep it moving. I said, but it's, like if I feel like it's getting like that, like nah, I'm gonna just go have a seat. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go have, like you said, Larry. Yeah, I'm gonna go outside and take a walk. I'll come back and we can talk. Like I don't want to argue about it. I just want to talk about it. You know what I mean? And honestly, like that actually works better. That actually
You
works
see what
better.
she saying? She said she was in a marriage group.
So that was
Shocked
Erica,
at how
yeah.
many men kicked out of the bedroom. Man, that shit. I just don't get it.
And don't get me
There
wrong.
ain't no
I've
fucking
never
way.
been. It's never been. Get the fuck out the bedroom. You ain't sleeping in here. It's
Yeah.
never been that. It's
But
never been that. It's always me saying, you know what? Let me go in another fucking room because this not going nowhere right now.
That's a whole different ball game.
You know what I mean? But no,
That's
she's
different.
never said get out the room.
Talking about get out and go be in a dog. I thought that shit was TV, bro. I thought that shit was TV. Then I heard dudes. Man, we had a conversation years ago in the barbershop about that. And I was like, man, they swore me down that my ex ain't never put me out the fucking bedroom. No female would ever at all. If I'm paying bills with you and I ain't even on the lease, shit, if you put me out that bitch, you put me out the house because I'm gone.
Right.
I ain't, you not putting me out no bed. You better lock that door and put something else on the other side because I'll kick that joint in and I'm gonna go right there and lay down. You ain't putting me out of nothing. Not if we paying bills together. Even if I lost my job and ain't had nothing, and you was holding the house down for us, you still not gonna do that. I'm still the man in the house. I'm not fucking with you.
Right.
I'm gonna get my shit back together one day, but I'm not having that shit. Dudes in the barbershop talking about, yeah, man, my wife, like you say, you got out the room. I get that. Cause you know yourself.
I leave voluntarily. I've never gotten
kicked you
out.
know yourself. You might need some air. That's different. But for her to sit there and be like, you in a doghouse. I mean, if you don't want to give me none of your coochie, that's cool. Like you can put that shit on lock all you want. That's yours. But you ain't locking them doors and tell me I ain't sleeping up in my bed. You must be out your mind. And if you want to go sleep on a couch, that's your thing. But you not up in here. Not ever. He literally swore me down, bro. I'm sure you've been out. No sleep on the couch. No sleep down the stairs. No sleep in the other room. If I did, I was too drunk that night and didn't come upstairs or something like that. But about 99% of the time, I'm sleeping in my bed.
She said, how you the man of the house if you ain't providing?
I fell off.
Yeah, I had to fall.
I had to fall off. My mother ain't raised nobody. We provide.
It happens.
Something shit happens sometimes when you fall off. But the thing about my fall off, I ain't gonna stay there long. I'm gonna find some type of hustle to get me back on my feet. Ain't nobody gonna just take care of me unless you know I'm in some medical fucked up way or something like that. Nobody's gonna just take care of me. No woman ain't never just take care of me. They help me in my life. And we work together, but ain't nobody ever just take care of me at all.
True shit.
I always got something on something.
Word. But I look, she talking about get that, but until you get back in motion, I'm gonna tell you how I don't need you and I'm the breadwinner. Talk about LOL.
Go ahead. Somebody gonna love you. Somebody gonna pick you up. Remember the song, the Clean Up Woman?
Clean Up Woman.
Yeah, she'll clean your ass up. You go ahead and
clean up woman. to take my man love. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. She was served.
We don't
for
own the
that
rights
shit.
to this music.
We
No,
don't
but
own the rights.
I'm the same way though. If you like, if we in a relationship and something happens to you, like just saying you lose your job, you go through bad luck moment, like, cause I did it. Damn right, I'm
Right,
gonna
it
carry
happens.
you. I got everything. I got everything. I got you until you get on your feet.
That's just what it is.
But I ain't gonna come home and make the bed up and you be home all day. You know what I mean? It's just certain shit you gonna do. You know what I mean? You gonna do your part too. So if you can't bring
Agreed.
nothing to the table, you could wipe the table off. Fuck it. I got the
Agreed.
table and we'll go on it.
Respect. And I think a lot of times when we get caught up into with women with certain things is because there are some women out there who feel like they gotta go out and work and then come home and do everything. You know what I mean? Cook, clean, do laundry, get the kids together. Nah, I couldn't rock like that. Motherfucker, you come, and now the kids at the age like they know what it is. We're not even playing them games. My son know every Monday the trash go out. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing all of that. So it's just certain stuff that I do agree with, but I agree with you too. Like if you home all day and I gotta come home and cook dinner,
Now I could do that. I like cooking though.
that's different.
You know what I'm saying? I like to cook, so I can come home and cook. But there is sometimes when I come home and like you home and ain't nothing ready, I'm gonna say something. Like, hey, fuck you doing? Like,
But you couldn't make no steak. You couldn't make no steak. I'm doing nothing.
you know what I mean? Motherfucker, we can eat goddamn grilled cheese, peanut butter jelly, something. But if you just sitting there chilling, damn right, I'm gonna say something to you.
No, I was waiting for you to
I'd
come
be a
home and
fool
cook.
not
Was
to.
you? Was
You
you?
was ready to go? Like, was you?
Well, I'm ready. You ready to
What
start
time you
stopping
gonna
at Burger
cook?
King on the way home.
Shit.
Ready to stop at Burger King on the way home and eat a burger in the car to myself.
Yeah. Spray the Monaco in your mouth so you can't smell a burger on your throat.
Right. Yeah, women fall off, Larry.
They act like they don't. They swear to God they don't. They act like they ain't never been through no hard times and life ain't never hit them nowhere just because they survived. Like, okay, you survived, but you act like just because I took a loss, I'm dead or something. Everybody had hard times, go through hard times. Your hard times might not have been as hard as mine, but my hard times don't define me. How I came out of them bitches define me. Cause I lost my job for no reason at all. It wasn't even my fault. And at the time, I just started losing everything. I started having bad luck. I just started going through everything. But that didn't make me less than a man. And it didn't make me not able to take care of a home. I couldn't financially support the household at one point. But actually, I could because I still had money in the bank. I still had money in my bank account. I didn't have any income at the time, but I still could pay my part or lessen something. I could pay something out of my bank account for about at least a year. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't. And then I got unemployment. I got unemployment because I wanted it. I needed a break because I lost my job for nothing and it took me down. But like my whole point is, I don't know how these other dudes are, but one thing about me is like when I did lost my job, it was the same routine. I picked up in other ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I picked up in other ways.
Absolutely. And honestly, Erica, I had her comment up while you was talking. And she said, her and her husband, they don't do gender roles. He cooks, she dump trash, he wash clothes. I mean, yeah, that's true. But like, that's the one thing. One thing the wife don't do is dump no trash, take no trash out. That's the son's job. Like,
especially when you got a son.
I was a son. I had to take the trash out. He old enough. He got to take the trash. That's his job.
That's easy.
Wife and the sister don't take the trash out. Son take the trash out. But I agree with that though. So neither one of y'all get burned out. That's facts. I can respect that. And that's why certain marriages work. You know what I mean? Because y'all gotta understand it. And that's actually a complete understanding. You know what I mean? Because the way you ended it with it's my job or your job. So y'all have a complete understanding. Somebody got to do it. It's either me or you. I can respect that, absolutely.
The household, bruh. The last word in it is hold. You gotta do whatever do to keep that bitch held together.
Hell yeah, I like that. The last word in household is hold.
Yeah,
I like that. You was real spiritual with that right there. I caught that.
You see where I went with that?
I see where you went with that. And
you see what I did with it?
You brought that back around. You know what I mean? Because it could put the house on hold when you're not holding the house down. Right. So I got you. I see that. Right. I see where you went with that. That's like an entendre or something, right?
They got a clean up man too. It's
somewhere. Like an entendre right there. You know what I mean? Right. Fuck with that. That's fire.
Yeah, we somewhere down the line, somewhere back in our past, and I hate to say it because it sounds like the same old cliches for over and over with the Jim Crow shit. That shit made black men and black women always having a battle of the sexes.
Yeah. I can see why.
You know what I'm saying? It's always a battle of the sexes, and like I said, you just get tired of being your woman's main competition. Like, motherfucker, this ain't no goddamn tennis match or nothing like that. I ain't trying to keep comparing every motherfucking thing we do together. You know what I'm saying? To keep shit straight, I don't feel like hearing that shit. Like, I just don't feel like hearing it.
Agree. Hell yeah, I 100% agree. And
shit just drive you crazy. And then to keep seeing it, to live it, and see it on every fucking TV show, see it all on social media, see it in every movie, how they battle, how men and women battling all the time. It's like, yo.
Keita, what up, Keita?
When was the last time you actually seen a TV show with a strong black man in the role, where though his woman just didn't tell him to do everything, or he's in the doghouse or something like that? He got to do everything. It had to be around. What's the father on Urkel?
John Winslow.
Winslow. He was he wasn't. I mean, him and his wife. You know, he wasn't just her. Yeah, he wasn't just, she wasn't just stepping all on him, but you ain't never really seen no black men in the household standing up for shit. It was like she telling them what to do, or then you be in the doghouse and made references to not giving you sex and all that shit. Man, the fuck out of here. You keep that shit.
We going here because like me and the wife was having a discussion earlier, and this is something that like is fucking bothering me a lot now. And when it originally really first started, I said I'm cool, like that ain't gonna bother, like it don't bother me this, that. But it's starting to bother me now. What's good with all of these grown men jumping into women's sport, Joe?
That shit's stupid.
Like, I'm sorry, yo. Like and maybe I said it wrong, but that's just how it looks to me, and this is the opinion I'm taking with it. This dude, the swimming dude, #1 in the world now, but he identifies as a woman, so he's the #1 female swimmer.
It is retarded.
Like, I honestly, bro, like, and I'm gonna say this shit. I honestly think some of these dudes just fucking losers as dudes, and say, you know what? I'm gonna just identify as a woman and go over there and just dominate shit.
All that shit they gotta
Like,
do.
yo, like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like,
Do you
Boosie
see
said,
all the steps they gotta take?
Boosie said, get your big ass out the pool, man.
Yeah. Do you see all the
Man,
steps
come
they
on,
gotta
man.
take? They gotta
Come
look. They
on,
gotta
man.
take medication
What up,
to
Gil?
lower their
What up, Gil?
testosterone.
You
You see that shit? That's the only way they can perform. They
man, right pronoun shit. Look,
that shit
I
crazy.
man, I'm not doing all of that, man. Like,
Mm-mm.
how you identify is how you identify. What your life is what your life is. But like, yo, you're not gonna make me feel bad because I don't agree with some of this shit, yo. And I don't agree with that, bro. Like, if you like, this is the thing. Why not start a transgender swimming league?
Exactly.
Why
That's what
not
they
do a
trying to do.
transgender Olympics? Why do you as a man that you feel, and like I said, I'm doing this because I believe some of them motherfuckers be lying, yo. You feel like you identify as a woman, so you gonna go jump in a fucking woman competition. But you win.
Dominating. They're destroying all the
Dominate,
women
you
records.
win.
Yeah.
But then look at the lady, the chick from, was it Africa or Jamaica, that they told her she was gonna have to take something to lower, or she was gonna have to take more estrogen, but she was a complete female. I want to say she's from Africa, the runner. Remember that like a year or two ago?
Yeah.
And they told her
That's
she couldn't
crazy.
compete with the women. She couldn't compete with the women because her body's natural testosterone was too high. And then you let a big 6'9" ass motherfucker swim with a bunch of little women in the fucking Olympics 2 years later. But you tell a woman she can't compete with other women.
It's one in MMA too.
Like,
She
hell
beat
nah.
the,
You know,
the
like that shit goofy to me, bro.
it's one in the
That shit goofy
MMA,
to
right?
me, bro.
And real popular. She no, the real woman, that the person that was a real woman beat this transgender ass the whole fight, but couldn't knock her out. I'm talking about putting hands on him. Bing, bing, kicking his ass, beating his ass, but couldn't knock him out. In like the third or fourth round, later in the rounds, the body mass of him outdid her and he wound up winning, but lost every round. I mean, not just losing every round, I'm talking about getting beat up.
That's some weird ass shit, bro. Like,
This woman, they got a video on. You can check this shit out, yo. It's a video that they got all men competing against women, because they trying to ban this shit. What they did was they took a youth league, they took some guys off the streets and played one of the best college basketball teams, and the dudes off the street just beat them, blew them out. They did it in soccer. They took a average Joe, a good soccer player, put him on the field with a whole bunch of women, destroyed him. Like he was juking them by himself and everything. They doing it in all sports, show. But to actually have a transgender man in an MMA competition with that woman, that was insanity.
And the motherfucker, the one transgender motherfucker that cracked the woman's skull in the MMA shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like 3 or 4
he
years
lost
ago.
every round.
He punched this woman in her head so many times he cracked her skull. And he was transgender, competing against a woman.
Shit crazy.
Like, why not just have a whole transgender MMA? Like, this is the thing. Like, and I get it. Like I said,
why you can't look like a woman and still compete in men's
sports? I'm gonna make sure I say this, because I know how some of y'all trolls like to do and act like the motherfuckers being whatever kind of phobic you want a nigga to be this week. This is not in any way a defamation of anybody in the LGBTQ community. None. But I don't believe that every man that identifies as a woman really soulfully, truthfully identifies as a woman. I believe a lot of y'all motherfuckers is just scared to compete with other dudes, or you do compete with other dudes and you're not good enough and you don't want to do the work to make yourself better. So you identify as a woman to go to women's competitions to be a fucking winner. I believe that shit happens. And I believe some of you motherfuckers do that shit.
It's a track star dude,
Come
bro.
on, man. The fuck out of here, bro. Like,
women.
nah.
It's a track star dude beating women by 30, 40 meters, yo. It's ridiculous to see. It's like his body mass. This dude is cut up.
Come on, man.
And got look just like a woman, but his body, you can actually see he's a dude, and he's smoking the shit out these women, yo. If you I'm not, all you gotta do is look at it on Facebook, yo. I mean, look on YouTube, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. I watched that shit for so long. It's so many it's two black dudes, they reporting on it a lot. They clowning them because they can't believe. And like I said, they show it's like an hour or 2 hours worth of live footage of NBA players, NBA basketball teams losing to like college players that don't even start. Like these college, they not putting up the best college player. They putting up college players that sit on the bench and don't even start. And they going to play against NBA female teams. They're not just beating them. They blowing them the fuck out.
Imagine if Andre the Giant decided to say, you know what? I identify as a woman. I'm only wrestling women. Michael Jordan. Barry Bonds say, I identify as a female and only go play softball.
This ain't right.
Like I say, yo, I'm not saying that it is not something, but a lot of times those, like, to me, it's more genuine. If a dude feel like he a woman on the inside, he might be a dude physically, but he go do woman shit. Like, he don't try to go and compete in sports with women. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, these motherfuckers don't, like, you can't tell me, yo, that swimmer dude has always identified as a woman, yo. The look on his face tells me, because he was only ranked like 400 or something as a male swimmer. Right. That means it's 400 other niggas that's better than you.
Right. And now you number one in the world.
He can't deal with it, yo. He can't deal with that. It's 400 other people better than him, yo. So he said, you know what? I identify as a woman. I'm going to go swim with the women. Now you number one in the world. Like, yo, he ain't even look proud on the number one podium, yo. Go find that picture, yo. He don't even look proud on the picture, bro. Come on, man, because he know what he doing, yo. That shit goofy as a motherfucker, man. Like, come on, man. For real, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, I'm like, nah, yo, because, you know, people will take shit like this and they'll watch it and they'll take like 4 or 5 clips off it and pin all of that shit together. And the next thing you know, see Allen want to go out and hunt like, nah, yo, like, and hurt him, or he hate, like, nah, that's not what I'm saying, nah, yo. But some of you niggas is real fucking losers as men, and you stay and you don't want to be better, so you join in the women's shit, and you say you identify as a woman, so you can join women's shit, and you can dominate shit, and that's shit is corny, that shit is goofy, and you know what you're doing, and I know your mama probably roll her eyes and look at you like this when you come to the family reunion. That's probably how your mom look at you, because she know you faking. But yo, y'all go find the picture of the swimmer dude. He don't look proud that he won, yo.
This chick right here on the left, on y'all left, got is the one that broke the damn head, broke Buster's skull open.
Come on,
You
man.
can't see it.
Come on, man.
See the skull?
Come on, man.
Transgender.
That's for real.
Still a dude, yo.
Why not fight another transgender motherfucker the same weight and height and skill set as you? People would pay money to see that shit. And they would probably pay more money to see y'all fight than they would to see you fight a woman. If we keeping it 100. Like, come on, man. That shit corny, bro. Like, for real. Like, for real. Come
Man,
on,
we
man.
jumped from talking about women to transgenders.
Come on, man. Put what
I ain't
together?
putting it in no.
Man, Ashley Luncheon, you know.
Uh-uh.
No, I'm not. I don't identify as trans anything. I identify as a multi-billionaire Caucasian. So can I go to the bank? Can I go to the bank tomorrow and get my shit? I identify. Come on, man. I don't want to pay bills no more. I identify as a 15-year-old black youth. Hey, Cass, I'm gonna tell you what you walked in on. I'm gonna tell you.
We getting off this gay shit.
We're not on that. That's not. This is not about gay people. We are talking about a specific person. I'm talking about one person who I feel is on some bullshit. Cash, you saw the shit about the dude that won, the transgender dude that won the swimming competition, the women's swimming competition. He #1 now in the world. But before that, as a man, he was like 400 and something. You ain't see that?
That's funny.
Go find that shit, bro. Somebody posted it on Facebook. Go find it. It's a video. He don't even look proud that he won, bro. Because he know he faking, yo. That shit is corny. But anyway, yeah, the women's. The #1 women's champion. Swimming. Is not a woman. He identifies as a woman.
Is it Leah Thomas?
Yeah, but first the name was Elliot or Eli or some shit. Look at his picture. He don't even look happy to win, yo. Come on, man. Right. Yo, and that's it. But anyway.
We live in a crazy ass world, bro. This world has lost their motherfucking mind.
The conversation started because of a post that I saw, and I posted it in the group, and it was to women. And I'm gonna clear watch. I'm gonna show you what it say. Hold on. And it says, women, if you're looking for a man that can handle you, you probably don't bring much peace.
We should have stayed on that conversation.
The original, but we went there because we was talking about something else that led to that. And we were talking about gender roles. And that's what led to that. But anyway, we passed that now. So
they got controversy over that shit though.
What?
About that swimmer dude.
Nah, we done, yo. Don't talk because I'm ready to go on another rant, yo.
No, but for real, he broke. See, the worst part about it is like, they don't break the records; they dominate them to where though it does. It's just like a regular man race. Like you said, he's 400 in the world. And remember how I was saying that they taking average Joes and playing the best average Joe men and playing the best females. That's the same thing. Look, he 400 in men's, and now
it's #1 as a woman.
It's just the way our bodies.
He probably was watching that. he probably was watching that shit, bro, cause the same shit you was watching. He like, I'm gonna go over here and kill these bitches.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'm gonna be number one somewhere.
All right, you're not gonna hold me back. I need my shine.
Now, see, now I gotta say, and I gotta go back to the close-up rant one more time.
That bitch face looks strong as shit.
Yo, you 400. You was 400 as a dude, yo. Stop laughing. You're being serious. You was 400 as a dude, bro. Like, that's just what it is, bro. Like, I'm not number one as a man in swimming either. I'm probably not even like number 10,000. Like, I can swim, but like, I'm not gonna jump in the pool and act like I'm swimming Olympic niggas. You know what I mean? My son could probably lap me in the pool right now. But I'm damn sure not gonna go on Girls' Day and say I identify as a woman and compete and then win just to have a W for swimming.
The NCAA rules mandate at least 1 year of testosterone suppression treatment to be eligible to compete as a woman. 1 year to drop that is, and they playing with God, yo. Yeah, that shit crazy.
You was number 450 something in the world, bro. Like, it's a nigga that's whack. Like, it's a nigga that's
I
whacker
could beat
than
him,
you.
yo.
It's a nigga that's whacker than you, bro.
I could
It's
beat
like
him,
a number.
yo.
It's a number 500, yo. It's a number 550 something, yo. Stop, bro. Stop, yo.
I could beat him, yo. Ain't no way I'm gonna be 451, son. I might be 449. I could beat that Bama. I ain't lying to you. Ain't no way I can beat him.
The comments expressed by Let Me Talk the podcast.
Give me 6 months.
With Mikey C.
Man, you give me 6 months of training. I ain't gonna be no 449. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how many swimmers out there, bitch. Somebody gonna lose to Mike. I can beat him. Matter of fact, I'm calling him out. Hey, see, that man will 4 something, and he been training. If I get in training, man, you better bet with me, bro. I could beat him, bro. I could beat him.
He 450 something.
Yeah, I could be 449, but I wouldn't lose to that motherfucker. Not if he gotta go battle females. Yeah, I put on them little skinny ass motherfucking shorts they be wearing.
Like, for real, bro. Like, it's not.
Ain't that serious?
This is not an attack on the transgender community at all. This is an attack on those who using the transgender lane to achieve
Man, it
goals.
is an attack on them. They know damn well, no matter what they say, they was born a man, and you cannot compete. Nothing. Do you? You want to go ahead and be gay and change your body and everything, but it's not fair to be able to compete. Because no matter how much you lower your testosterone, your muscles and your body mass and everything, and especially for you to get in some ring and punch some female, and then it's proof in the pudding, you cracked her skull.
That's exactly what Kamala said earlier. She was
got your ass whipped, but listen, got your ass whipped the whole fight. She just couldn't knock him out. With the punches that she was landing on this transgender, this real talk, see,
would have knocked a woman out.
Knocked a woman in the first round. When I say catching her and kicking the shit out of her, bing, bing. There was no ground attack. That was beating your ass. And she stepping back, and old girl the transgender just walking through it. There's no way no female would have been taking all that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's not a, like I said, it's just one of them situations, yo. Like, they watch Joanna, man. You know, like everybody's not. It's not from the heart with everybody. You know, it's gay men that won't even come out that play professional sports, and you mean to tell me that now all of a sudden after being because you had to have been swimming for a long time to be ranked 456 in the world. Like he ain't just start swimming 8 months ago, bro. Like you gotta be swimming for a while to be ranked 4 something.
You are horrible at your job.
You are. You know what I mean? Like I'm a driver. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's 10 of us. I don't think I'm the 11th nigga. I like to think I'm like somewhere within the top 3. But my supervisor might be like, "No, Calvin, if I had to rank y'all, I would go ahead and put you probably at like 10." I'm like, damn. But I'm not gonna say, you know what? Let me go over here and work at Victoria's Secret.
Yo, this joint say her best time in the 500 is 12 seconds off the men's world record. Yeah, unless we talking about 2 different people.
No,
this one said that. This one just said it. I'm reading it.
In men's ranking is 450 something, bro. Like, no, nah. We're not gonna speak on them accolades. That shit don't count to me. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I don't feel like dude is really, really. And if anybody know how to reach him, motherfucker, we can talk about this shit live. And I will tell you the same thing to your face. I don't feel like he's really of that mindset, and of that world. I feel like he just got tired of getting his ass whooped and swimming and jumped in the women's league. Because like I said, look at this picture when he won. He don't even look happy that he won.
This the dude in college?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna say they don't look happy that they won.
That shit crazy.
Come on, man.
Anyway, back to these women.
Yeah. But like I said, man, that was crazy though. But
put that picture back up there again.
Oh yeah, all right. Y'all check this out now.
We be going all over the place. Y'all know how we do.
Facts. It said, ladies, if you're looking for a man that can handle you, you probably don't bring much peace. Now, we're in the last 45 minutes or so. So, I'm sure some women are still on here watching with us. Paula said the real women.
That's what everybody say too. When you say something, they be like, only they like little girls wouldn't, but real women would. Everybody, I don't know how the fuck. I don't know what's the difference.
But that's like us saying. That's like us saying boys or niggas do this. Black men don't do that.
Yo, Ashley, yes.
Like she start all type of shit. Like,
she ain't nothing but a troublemaker. You can see by her profile picture.
Wow. But like I will say this because I've seen the attitude. Barbara, what's going on? I gotta shout out Barbara. Yo. One of the coolest people I've ever had a chance to meet, yo. That's who hit me to Chris's charcoal pit.
Who?
Barbara. She on here, Barbara Belt Brown.
Oh,
that's who hit me to Chris's charcoal pit.
Oh yeah,
she hit, what's good, Bob? She hit me to Chris charcoal pit back in the day. First time I ever had the shit. But
They
we
got
saying
the best gyros, yo.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna miss them, yo.
Hold up, they're not coming back?
I don't yo.
Why not? They gotta be coming back somewhere.
I don't think so, yo.
Man, get that
Because
insurance
you gotta
money.
remember, yo, they didn't get any money. They didn't get any FEMA money because they didn't declare it a natural disaster.
I thought they did for just certain parts.
They was giving them grants, which means you got to fill out an application and you might get some money.
They should get insurance though.
She said they were. Barbara said somebody said they was about to. She said they was about to close anyway.
Oh, okay.
But when you have, like, I see it though, because I work with some, and I have worked with some, and I'm sure everybody have. That attitude. Oh, she said they had a GoFundMe page so they could pay employees.
Damn.
Yeah, yo. It was bad, yo. It was bad, yo. I don't think they coming back, yo. I'm gonna miss that shit, man.
What? And that was Hoard Cheap Chicken and them. Remember they Hoard Cheap Chicken and told them they ain't fit in the giant plaza? That little plaza right there. They were like that.
Oh, yeah. Remember, I was talking about that shit. We were talking about that shit the other day.
I want to fight everybody over there for getting rid of cheap chicken.
Yeah. That was the shit.
Yeah, they always gave you one extra wing or two extra wings.
You get that little 2-piece real quick. Get like 5 or 6 wedges. Man,
I only give you 2 of them joints.
That shit was like $4, $5. You was in the game.
I could only get 2 wedges. Good, them wedges used to stick to your stomach like,
I'm telling you, dog.
Like like you got a tumor. This just used to hold you down.
With the vinegar, hell yeah.
And he had that little special sauce
with the hot sauce.
And the shaking water joint. Man, that is kind of, they hoard them.
Come on, man. Some of the best fucking chicken in the world.
I was scared of that Bama hand, though.
Yeah, real shit.
When I was little.
Because remember, they used to be down the Market House.
Yeah, that's right. That's where we used to go at first.
And then he went over Eastport. And then he went out Reva.
I wonder if he cut his fingers off messing with the chicken.
Oh, they had both. So they had Reva and what's her name?
Yeah, he was getting it in.
Yo. That shit was fun. Man, remember that back in the day, yo? We was talking about this shit at the barbershop, yo. Remember that, like, going to the Y and shit. Remember the Y?
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you what was the shit for us.
Was the Y?
When we used to go to junior high and senior high basketball games and stop at the McDonald's or go to the McDonald's the Burger King downtown Annapolis.
Remember the Burger King downtown Annapolis?
Oh, God. Those were the days, bro. I'm telling you. And the McDonald's out parole after the A-High games. And Fuss used to be out there stepping and shit.
That was the shit, bro.
Yo, that was the shit, bro.
Remember that, yo. Remember your mother would buy you an outfit to go downtown for the parade?
Yeah, everybody had the same Jesus sandals on.
For 4th of July? You had them sandals?
Everybody had the same Jesus sandals on. With a Murphy Mart outfit.
Them uncle cooking at the barbecue joints.
Right.
Everybody
put so much motherfucking grease on the back of my heels, them bitches you just slam off. Motherfucker put Vaseline on everything.
Right, that's black people lotion.
Right. I ain't gonna never forget that shit, yo. My motherfucking shoes kept going on with my grandma wipe my feet off.
You used to be so slippery. Look, you be sitting there like that. You can't keep your damn face on your head. Right. What was that? Hardee's. Yeah, Hardee's was the hit too, Al. Hardee's was the spot. The one out of the mall used to have the two floors. Remember that? The 2-floor Hardee's?
Yeah. And then we used to get they used to have the biscuits, right? And put the strawberries on the hot biscuits and put strawberries on it and ice cream. We used to walk out there from 20 to get that shit, bro.
Hmm. I'm trying to tell you, man, like, yo.
And Silver Ball. That's what I was trying to think of.
Parole, the arcade.
What?
Yeah.
Man, them bitches had me out there like I played bingo when I was
You
young.
be in that bitch sweating.
Come outside, it'd be dark as a bitch. And then the whole time you come outside,
You know you
it's
gonna get
sunny
your
as
ass
a
whooped.
motherfucker out there. I
You know
spent
you
so
ain't
much
supposed to
money
be
in
there
there,
that long.
yo.
Pizza Hut over
Yo!
Eastport Shopping Center.
Get
Hell
out of
yeah.
here.
But that was the first place I had the cheesy breadsticks when I used to work over High Tech at the auto parts joint.
What was the name of the shoe store downtown in Annapolis that used to sell the kangaroos? Right on West Street.
Stride Right?
No, it was. Was that it?
That was at the mall, I thought.
Nah, this joint was right in town, right up the street.
No, the mall was Buster
by
Brown.
Tsunamis.
It wasn't Fleet Feet. That was downtown.
I think that bitch was right up by Tsunami. I can't remember the name of that bitch. I remember I got to shoot the kangaroos. I used to think them bitches made me run fast.
The kangaroos?
Yeah. I ain't never lose a race with them on.
You said I ain't never lose with them joints.
I ain't never lose a race with the blue kangaroos on.
I remember my cousin Johnny, yo. I always thought he was the coolest nigga in the world. He still is. You know what I mean? Salute
somebody old one here. They know what it was.
Oh, Barbara said Keratin. Look, Barbara, no. Look, Barbara said that's what it was called. Kersons.
Yep.
That's wild. We were talking about Rosemary's back when remember back when Rosemary's was supporting black business?
Yeah. And the Chambers brothers.
You would buy your black shit from Rosemary's, your medallions and shit.
Remember Chambers? And what's the dude? Old dude down Bywater used to give you a part in your head like Forest Drive.
Mr. Mickey.
That's sir. Man, I told that man don't put no part in my head no more, man. Yeah, my part this big. We used to call them joints Forest Drive. Like a semi mohawk on the side of your head. A reverse mohawk. My shit, I said, nah, man, my mother told me I don't want no more parts. I look at my head, he still gave me a part the size of some trimmers.
And who was he used to cut your hair and put his finger in your eye like that? Be cut your hair, turn around.
Right.
You be like that finger in your eye, you be able to cry in your father. Like, well, calm down. I'm like, this fingers in my eye. What you mean calm down? Got hair and Barbasol all on his fingers and shit. My eyebrow.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out why I got pink eye the next day. He stuck his hand all in my damn face. Nah.
Nikki and them dad had that little eatery joint out Parole that stayed out there for a long time too.
Lunchbox.
Yeah.
They pancakes was always fire.
That shit was good. I used to eat out that bitch. That dude was funny as shit.
Yeah, they was
Nicky Brown on
always like they breakfast was always clutch too.
Yeah.
Their breakfast was always clutch. Absolutely. And what else they used to make that was fire? The cheesesteaks. Yeah.
That's what and the hamburger. I used to get a hamburger joint out there, a hamburger sub.
That was the hit too. But I ain't even remember Kmart Cafe.
Oh yeah.
The grilled cheese on Kmart. I'm gonna say the grilled cheese. The one thing I remember from the Kmart Cafe is the grilled cheese. I remember my mother would go out that joint. I couldn't wait. I'd be like, yep. Grilled cheese sandwich. That was the hit though.
Nothing was better than Skate World.
We was talking about that too. Skate World, yo,
man.
that was the spot.
I remember when we used to go to Skate World, it was at least 40 people walking out of 20, and then
And that's what niggas
coming
was saying.
across was people from Greenbrier. Greenbrier, and then people from Bywaters just walking to. You just seen people just walking, yo. Oh my God.
That was the hit, yo. Like those are the time you can't even do that now. That's what he was basically saying. Like you can't even do that now. Remember that? It's like, yo, remember when you go down to Y? We said, man, you be down to Y for like 7 hours, watch 2 games.
Yep.
But the whole time you chilling.
The old Y, the way they had it set up was the bomb. With the
Remember
big
that's what we was talking about, the old Y. When you would be up in the stands and in the one basketball court that sat down in the back by Salvation Army, that was where the youngins would be down there playing at. Because the other 2 courts would be occupied. Come on, man. Like people never remember that, yo.
Who's that? I tried. Look, I kept trying to buy skates. I got to buy skates in person because when I got the skates, the one set of skates, and I went to the skate ring in Crofton. Man, I bought some 10.5. Them just felt like there was 8 3/4. My feet was hurting like a bitch. They wasn't comfortable at all, and they was a good name brand skates. They were like running me like 170, and I need to buy skates because
I need wider.
I did. I need wider skates, and he like, oh, they're gonna break in. I'm like, shit.
Break my damn toes, man. What you talking about?
Yeah, I could barely even get them on. Then when I was standing there, I was like, nah, this ain't for me. I said, bro, you can't talk me into this. I can't move my feet. My feet felt like it was like this. It's a store in PG County. I ain't know that.
That's crazy, but like those things, man, you can't get back, yo. Like, and we just we were just wilding off like how all of those things you could do and you could walk to that shit when you was young. We was like, yo, when you was young, you walk or you had a bike, you like, fuck, you going downtown. Some kind of way you going downtown for the parade, or you going downtown for whatever, or go to
remember
virtual.
Even the what was the Kuta Kente Festival was live.
That used to be live as a
man, yo, boy. The Kuta Kente Festival was live, bro.
That was when you showed your blackness. That's when you got all your incense. Your mother and father buy all the incense so they can smoke their grass, and that's where you get your medallions and your black shit from. You walk around with that kufi on for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they can start clowning.
We used to always get the fisherman hats like EPMD used to wear over there.
Oh, the buckets. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to get them joints, boy.
Remember them days, man? Them was the days, man. You can have fun, man.
Well, everywhere we walk, I don't care where we walk to A-High games. We always Bywaters dudes we walking past, and then we will, you know what I mean? Or we would be coming out, going down A-High. Because when A-High I remember we used to battle with Bates. Good God. Bro, we used to battle with Bates. Richard Naylor ass was the first person I seen dunk in middle school. Richard Naylor dunked all over A-High. But Pookie, shit. Man, Pookie held A-High down, bro. Pookie held us down.
Word.
Yeah. You know Pookie, right? Clarence Pookie Washington. He a mailman.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that nigga held us down. He was our savior over that bitch, huh? He was balling. That nigga was balling. Trust me when I tell you.
Word. That's the shit. But yeah, yo, like we was just talking about that, yo, like it. And I don't like saying that because a lot of times I feel like it separates us from the younger generation. We be like, man, Yeah, but I think like now the way the shit going now is like you got to start talking like that, man. You're like y'all niggas is lunching, yo. We didn't have to do all that shit back in the day. Like I think it is time we talk about back in the day. Like we shouldn't have to keep being quiet about it in order to make somebody feel like whatever.
Yeah, they. I don't get like we didn't always have the best relationship with other people from neighborhoods, but when we were young, we didn't we it, there was no whole neighborhood beef. There was, one or two people had issues, but other than that, like shit, one day you might see like 15 motherfuckers from Bywaters come down 20 and play us in football on the field. We already got a game going on the field because we play football almost every Sunday. And they would come down there and just play football against us. Robin Wood would come down, play basketball. But when we were younger, we didn't do what they're doing now. Like when we got older, we know we started growing up and having a little bit more beef, but it's just right now. I was just talking about this earlier today because it's like so frustrating. This really will frustrate me, and this is what I hate. I work hard for what little bit I got, and when I come home, like when I leave out my house in the morning, um, this neighborhood looks so peaceful. When I took my drone and I flew it over Bywaters and and 20, and I did Napa's Woods, and I got footage of them before people was outside. The neighborhoods look so peaceful, and there's really nothing wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
But then you come out later and you see all your own people throwing trash, and the whole neighborhood smell like weed all the time. It's so frustrating because you know how you walk past the same people all the time. Like every day I come home, I see the same people in the same spot. And what's sad is you speak to them and everybody smile at you, but one or two of them might be a murderer. Next thing you know, one of them might be gone because somebody didn't kill them. You know what I'm saying? And then either the one that is gonna be they're gonna murder somebody that look like us, come from the same environment than us, or they're gonna be killed by somebody from the same environment than us. I went down Robinwood to play cornhole this weekend. I played one game and I said I'll be back. I felt so uncomfortable. I'm not afraid of being around that shit. I don't feel like I feel like that's all I ever seen was my whole life was being brought up down 20. All I ever seen my whole life was fucked up black people. I want to go somewhere and see where some black people be around some black people that's cool.
Right.
I'm just tired of we down that club circle, don't nobody come down there, Tay get shot. They shooting people, kids. It's just like every day all you do is talk about is somebody black getting shot by somebody black. It's like I'm just so frustrated with it. I hate it here. I want to move. If I can't move because I got grandkids and I can't move out of state, I would like to move on the Eastern Shore or something like that. And if I went to the Eastern Shore, the only way I would come to Annapolis if I had to work or every now and then. I hate it here. I hate seeing all my life, all I ever seen was destruction of our own people. I just want to see or be around some of our own people that's cool. I'm tired of hearing hood talk my whole life. I'm tired of hearing hood talk. I'm tired of people walking up to me saying, Mikey, man, I remember you used to do this. I remember you, man, I can't believe it. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I'm 49 years old. I don't even want to discuss that shit because I'm disgusted with myself for being that way. But I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated like fuck being around here, bro. I'm at peace with life because it is what it is. But when I say I look out my window, I see some of them out there. I have nothing against them, but like I said, it's sad because you see them all the time, and when you live in the hood, stuff affects you. Like Death affects
Absolutely.
you because you see them every
Absolutely.
day. The same ones that be killing people will walk up to you and be like, "What's up, Mr. Mikey? How you doing, man? What's up, OG? How you been?" Shake your hand, you give him love, and next thing you know, you're like, "Ass, man, Shorty done murdered somebody. He was a good dude. How was he a good dude if he a murderer?" You know what I'm saying? And or the one thing I hate the most is when somebody get killed. I talk to the person that got killed, parent. Man, sorry for your loss. And I'm cool with the other parent too. Man, that's, you know what I'm saying? That shit rough. I hate it here. And when I say here, I'm talking about being around anything that got to do with the hood. I just jumped on my bike when I left Robinwood. I went up to Klaus's, had a crazy incident in Klaus's. You know, with black people. When I went to Daytona Beach, I went to, what they call it, the white stuff. Peaceful all day long. Everything was cool. We was chilling, laid back. Go to the black side that night. It was nice, peaceful, chilling, shit going on. Next thing you know, two dudes ready to fight. They started fighting. You hear another dude like this. Man, we came too far to be out here fighting. You gotta go
Right.
all the way back out here to go to court. These people don't play out here. Next thing you know, you see police coming from everywhere. Then you just start seeing people getting on their bikes and leaving. The police out there so thorough though. Like when that shit happened, I seen like walking down the street, I seen about, I'm gonna say about 10 police. Cause it's a stretch of road. When that fight jumped off, it looked like them bitches called the National Guard in and they just popped up off the ground. They was on their ass. I say, "Ass, where the fuck these bitches come from?" Them bitches came from everywhere.
That's crazy.
But I'm serious, yo.
If
I
we
was just
prepare
telling
for
this
that
shit
kind of shit,
moment.
though,
I'm so sick and tired of
and it's terrible
hearing
that you got to see that shit and
and
go through that shit.
seeing black people just destroying themselves at every. I mean, bro, they make a mistake and shooting people, kids, and ain't nothing changing. When shit don't change, all it do is get worse. How do you have a shootout in a small city like Annapolis, where all your projects, we used to call it, remember back in the day when you had pay for cabs?
Mm-hmm.
It took you 5 minutes to get everywhere, and it cost you about $5. Cabs only costed $5. I could go from Annapolis Woods to 20, $5. Annapolis Woods to Gardens, $5.
So they
In
started
town,
raising the fares, yeah.
we call that bitch
Good
the
shit.
$5, 5-minute $5 town. That's what we was calling the bitch when we was young. And you have a shootout down 20, but then you have a shootout 15 minutes later down Annapolis Woods, then another shootout down Robinwood. And the police are already circling out here to go to one spot. That says something to you mentally, right? Think about this in a mental way. There's a shootout down here in one spot. You know the police are out on the prowl.
Right.
Y'all still go to another spot and start busting off. That's gangster.
True shit.
Cause you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? The police could be coming in that turn where you at. And you got one way in, one way out, and you in a car. Man, you can say what you want. That's going hard. Cause you don't give a fuck about them or yourself.
Man.
But count all the bullets. Add up the murders. And then add up the fucked up cars that they didn't shot up, the windows that they didn't shot up of innocent people, add up the shooting of other people's property. It never matches who they was shooting at or trying to kill. They shoot 30 bullets 30 bullets to shoot somebody 3 times. Where the rest of them bullets went?
No
Somebody
shit.
else's property. It's a shorty down 20. Every time they have a shootout down 20, her car get hit. My nephew went to pick his mother up one time. His mother had dive in the back of the car. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm so tired of seeing it and so tired of hearing about it. You walk up to somebody, you smiling like, "What's up, yo?" Ain't shit, man. Shit, you heard they was shooting over such and such, man. Fuck. I just wishing I just like, don't tell me what happened no more, please.
That's crazy, bro. Like it do. I can understand why, and it's yeah, Barbara. They do, and like I understand when people say this. They kill everywhere. They kill in other neighborhoods. Nobody is diminishing that at all. You know what I mean? Nobody is taking away that happens.
We don't go to white neighborhoods though, so that shit
Right,
don't
that's
affect
what I'm
us.
saying. Like nobody's taking away from that. But we had our own set of murders and all that to worry about. Like we got our own people to think about. Yes, every other race does. Yes, and I would think that every other race has this same type of conversation. Like it's just, I hope that people that Asians and what, you know what I mean? Like I get it. I agree 100%. But we have to get to a state where that can't be, because a lot of times we say that and it's like, oh, like that's not saying it's justifying it, but it's giving it a reason. It's giving it a reason to stay relevant. Like, and that's the difference. You know what I mean? And the mindset that comes along with it. And you actually have some people out there that are willing to die for a piece of property or over a piece of property that they will never own.
They be banned from that bitch.
Not even right. I was going to say not even supposed to be there. And they'll never own it. But they're willing to die for it. Like, you gotta be willing. You gotta be willing to live for something. Yep. As much as you're willing to die for something, you gotta be equally as willing to live for something. You know what I mean? Like, and they say, well, you know, the OGs didn't reach back to them and this and this. Okay, but
that's real talk, though.
I get it. You know what I mean? Like
most of the OGs was out there still getting high and shit. Most of the OGs, the real that can help, still out there getting high. When I was trying to help out, it was a lot of them coming home from jail, and they was liking what I was doing. They was giving me so much props for what I was doing, and they were like, "Man, when I get out, I want to do what you were doing." I was getting messages from people, and like, "Man, I want to talk to that nigga Mikey for doing what he doing, and you know, give him shout outs, because when I come home, I want to get into that." Not near one of them. And I talked to several people. They had great ideas, yo. And the thing about it was, if I could have put their idea into play, it would have been beneficial. But what I was doing was I wouldn't put their shit into play because they said they was coming home. And I'm sitting on the phone listening to these dudes talk while they in jail for as long as I could. You know what I'm saying? I'm just barely not even talking, because you know how they talk. They won't give you a chance to even speak because they got so much shit going on in their head. And then I'm sitting there listening and like, man, because we could do this, we're going to do that. And then we come home, never doing nothing. Next thing you know, they right back out there on the streets buying drugs with them dudes or hustling with the youngins. It was like the old school drug dealers when I was young. It took them forever to let us in the game. By the time we was able to buy drugs from our old heads down 20, we had already had the game so hot that they was ready to get off the block. They like, shit, y'all up to here in it now. You know what I mean? Instead of letting you go to other people, we might as well say the shit. But coming straight off the stoop, to the streets, man, we couldn't even get nothing from nobody from 20. They wouldn't sell us no drugs. They wouldn't even let us. Nah, this ain't for you. You know what I mean? And these straight up dudes we seen off the hook. Like, man, fuck you gonna tell me I can't get on the block and you out this bitch and I ain't never see you do nothing else. Half them Bama's, I ain't never see them motherfuckers even have a job. But they would not sell us no drugs, bro, to get started. Wouldn't front you nothing. Like I say, by the time they gave up, by the time they started looking out for us, we was already we brought more violence to 20 than they were. They was gangsters, but they got older and started like, they're like, Mikey, let me ask you a question. Every time I turn around, you knock one of the crackheads out. Who gonna buy your crack? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna buy your shit? You keep putting them sleep.
It is still customer service involved. Even though you selling crack.
Yeah, we were so young and dumb. We weren't even
with the buyer. So I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
y'all ain't not crackheads. All that. I got 2 for 20 tomorrow. Come holler at
me. Man, you would see a crackhead down 20, and next thing you know, they got 2 black eyes, which still come and they buy from you.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, they as time changed, I was down 20, and I was staying down there for a while. I started seeing 12 and 13-year-old youngins that was wheel standing the bike the year before, wheel stand the bike all the way through 20, come all the way back. No more bike. They're on dirt bikes with Black Miles in their mouth and cigarettes the very next year. You know what I'm saying? These same dudes ain't got no bread, but catching drug charges up the street at the gas station. How you ain't got no money, but you catching drug charges up street at the gas station? Because somebody's sending you up there with drugs. You ain't got no drugs. They started recruiting at a young age, and now it's Bama's in middle school. It's Bama's in middle school that be flossing, they be flexing, and they like it. Smoking cigarettes and shit, Black and Miles, all that shit we was taught in school stunt your growth. I only remember 2 people smoking. Old boy Ty from, I think his last name was Waters, Ty Waters, Paul Waters' brother. That bitch was like 4 years older than everybody over junior high. Where though he's the only Bama I knew that smoked. I ain't never know nobody else smoked in no fucking junior high. I ain't even know nobody that was on drugs in junior high. Senior high was a little different, but
I didn't. Middle school, well, yeah, I was in California. By the time I really started understanding and learning shit about shit, yeah, I was in California. Motherfuckers in the 8th grade smoked cigarettes, smoked weed.
I've never seen it.
All that shit. Like, motherfucker, like that whole motherfuckers hooking school to go do drug shit. Like they used to see in after school specials. You would see that kind of shit. They had motherfuckers like that. They had crews out there like motherfuckers. I think it was something with bag, but it was something like bag heads or something like that. But they was the motherfuckers that always was smoking, getting high, and taking mushrooms and shit. And that was 8th grade.
Yeah, there's a few people really like I said, the dudes that did it over junior high school, they was always older than us. They failed like 2 years. I say getting in the 8th grade, because we had 7th, 8th, and 9th. And in 9th grade, some people started branching off, because you was ready to go. You ready to go to A high then. Yeah, Barbara, when I was young, I was filthy. I was a terrible human being. But it was always them dudes that was older than us. The people that we hung around with, like me, Wayne, Smith, Belly, all of us, over junior high, and like I said, they could have been doing it, but I never seen them. I know I wasn't.
Right.
I never seen none of them. Not in junior high. When junior high, we was playing. We was playing. Like we played football outside every day at lunchtime. Shit like that. It'd be like 70 people playing man get it.
Word.
Now shit.
That's
Do these youngins even run? Like I never even see them run except they run in front of police. I
really
never see them
he's
play
running
football.
somewhere.
I never see them play football. We play street ball every day. We play football on the field down 20 every day. Like I said, you can ask a lot of the people my age that from Bywars, they would just pop out the woods and we would start playing football against them. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever they felt like it.
That's wild, man. I guess just times change, man. And times change and people change and generations change and get younger and certain values just don't hold through the safety net like they used to. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's sad to say, and it's even sadder to see, but that's like ultimately like reality that we're looking at. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is those people out there that's trying to do different and make different and fix things, but get overpowered by the other shit too much, man. And it's like the other shit is better to do to some people.
There's no way people can say this all they want. There is no way.
Mindset, yeah.
There's no way possible to fix people that's already caught up in the streets. They have to fix themselves. I was one. I did a whole bunch of dirty shit. I hurt a lot of fucking people. Nobody could tell me nothing. I got shot. I've been in wars. You wouldn't believe it. In Baltimore with people, DC, at Go-Go's and all types of stuff. Eastern Shore, down road, wherever there was, I got into beef and I curried beef and they curried, and we wasn't in no beef with people that was just like, oh, y'all 20 boys, y'all can come up here and do what y'all want to do. No, they was wherever they was from, and they made sure they knew that we knew where they was from. We went through wars with them, and you couldn't tell me nothing. Couldn't tell me nothing. When I decided to get off the streets, I started having kids, and I started changing, and I started realizing that shit not for me. Before that, nothing, man. I ain't give a damn what nobody was talking about. No old heads, no OGs from 20. They fed me information. My man Mo did everything to keep me out the game. Keep me like, you need to chill out. I ain't want to hear that shit. I grew up watching you whip everybody ass you ever fought. You know what I mean? I idolized gangsters and people that was doing dirt. These dudes, how you gonna stop somebody from being able to walk up in broad daylight and shoot up a crowd and then walk around buying shit off the ice cream truck or going out shoppers or going to the mall like ain't nothing ever happened? Think about it though. When you think about shit like this, you got to get into your mental space. You got to think of how mentally fucked up somebody is that can walk around. When you get in a fist fight, you think about that shit for days. You sleep on it.
Right.
You have some type of reaction to it.
Absolutely.
They numbing themselves with so many different drugs and shit. They doing whatever they want. You can't stop them. We can form all the men's group we want and go out there every day. They are not going to stop until they are ready.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100% on that, bro. Like, that's with anything like that. You know what I mean? With any lifestyle that people consider hazardous, a lot of times, like, people are only going to change it when they're ready to change it. You know what I mean? That's even down to the simplest thing. That's like with smoking cigarettes. Yeah, 6 months, no Newports. I know y'all saw me earlier. was not a Newport. It was a Wild Hemp. It was not a Newport. I have not smoked tobacco since the 17th of September. But look, next week, while we got a couple minutes left. Next week is gonna be a good episode.
I can't wait for that one.
We've been waiting to make this one happen. And luckily, we got somebody. We got somebody that we both know and trust very much. And she's gonna join us. She's a therapist, and we're doing the big mental health conversation next week. We're gonna have a conversation about mental health. And what we're gonna talk about is one of the biggest points is why we as a people stay away from it, or why we avoid therapy. We're gonna also, she's gonna speak on her experiences and just, her beliefs and thoughts on the benefits of therapy for one, because we have to understand that it is a benefit from being able to express yourself in a comfortable environment. I know she said herself, she said, I have heard some of the most phenomenal stories from Black men that they normally wouldn't tell another soul. And she felt honored that they would even be willing to share with her. So, you know what I mean? Next week, our homegirl Terry Hill, she's going to be on here with us. And we're going to talk about mental health in the Black community. We're going to talk about the need for it. We're going to talk about what we can do to get it, because, of course, she's going to bring them resources along with her. And we're going to also talk about why we avoid it. Well, what's the stigma behind mental health? Why do we avoid those type of things when we have tragedies in our life? Like I said, this one's going to be a big one because we talk about mental health, but again, myself, Mikey, we're not therapists. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
So we want to talk to someone who has spent time and went to school and studied and dedicated herself to being involved as a mental health counselor. And we just want y'all to join in. Everybody join in. Everybody, brothers, sisters, mothers, daughters, cousins, sons, whatever.
PTSD.
Join
PTSD,
us.
bro.
Join us.
I got PTSD from goddamn just being depressed. It don't ever go nowhere. But it ain't bad, because what happens is I learned to not respond to I don't let my bad days drain me. I learned that being in there. That's what happens when you suffer from PTSD. Is like some days I get some days I get a little frustrated. Like today I was so frustrated I almost backed out the show. But the reason why I didn't back out the show, because that's a sign of weakness for me. If I can't go on with my everyday life, which I know I got this show to do, and if I had backed away from the show, that's part of what made me weak and made me go into depression. So I pushed through the show and I end up laughing, clearing my throat. I'm still totally pissed off about what I went through, but it's not going to stop me from being me. And that's when depression takes over, and that's when stress takes over, and then you realize that like I said, it's PTSD comes from any form of stress, any form of trauma that you faced in your life.
Right.
And it never goes away because you have a memory, because you have your subconscious mind. So coming on with somebody like Terry, she's not a judgmental person
at all.
She goes hard, she raw, she uncut.
Absolutely. And that's what's gonna make it that much special. And it's a Black woman.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say this, and I mean this. And there was something else that we had spoken about a little bit earlier. We're gonna speak on more when she on here with us. it's different for us in how we go through things culturally.
Mm-hmm.
Culturally, it's different for us, and we're going to speak a little bit on that as well, on why the importance of, if you feel the need to seek therapy. Not saying you can't go to another race, but you might want to seek someone that look like you. We're going to speak on that just a little bit. You know what I mean? Again, what works for you is what's going to work for you at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
You gotta be open to listen to.
However you feel about being therapeutic, or whatever you think you do to be therapeutic, that's up to you. Totally your decision.
But one thing that, being that you saying that, I'm telling you, you have to be open, because the first thing you start saying to yourself is, that shit don't work for me. I don't need that shit. Everybody ain't like that, so hot. You make up so many different excuses not to heal yourself, or not to find healing for yourself. Sometimes when you dealing with shit like stress, depression, PTSD, you have to be open to hear what other people are talking about. I'm telling you how I know from experience, because I did not want to hear a fucking thing nobody said. I kept on trying to question people's credentials that I don't even know. The first thing I wanted to know was, what made you be a therapist? Because in order for you to be a therapist, I made up shit. In order for you to be a therapist, you must have went through something.
Right.
That's true about anything. But I made it up in a bad way. I'm telling you, all this shit start going through your mind. You start trying to take people's credentials away. You don't know what the fuck somebody else know, and you don't know what's gonna work for you if you never tried it. I was totally against therapy. I kept saying God can heal everything, but you need healing. You need to be prepared to heal, because everything I prayed for, I got. I asked for peace, and I lost all my friends. I lost a lot of friends. I prayed to drama out of my life, and now I try to I end up keep isolating myself from the world. I can block out the whole world and just stay in my house, play with my remote control cars, video games, and ride motorcycle.
Right.
But that shit don't always heal your soul. Sometimes I just be getting lonely, mentally lonely.
We're gonna be able to venture into all of that next week. You know what I mean? And like I said, like this one, everybody that's watching, please make sure this the one. You know what I mean? We've been waiting for. Any questions that you might have, any concerns you might have that you feel like you want to talk about. I ain't talking about your personal life. I'm just talking about concerns about therapy or just mental health, period, itself. And we're gonna be here. Y'all know what it is. Tuesday, 29th, 8 to 10. Mikey, appreciate you, bro. Love you.
Love you, bro.
Alrighty. And we had fun Saturday, y'all.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday again to my mama. Mama love. We love you. But yeah, I'm gonna holler at you, y'all. People,
All right.
we're gonna see y'all next week. We out.
Peace.
Peace.